Right guys, so it's Finn here, and first off, before we get into the video, I'd just like to say something. I was looking over the stats and of my last YouTube video, I saw that 70% of you that watch my video aren't subscribed. So if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, make sure you go and hit the subscribe button right now. It helps me out a lot, and I really appreciate it. Now let's get into the video. Subscribe. Right guys, so in today's video we're going to be doing a review of my bike. So I have a Whyte 901. It's a hardtail. It's like a trail hardtail with 130mm of travel. And first off, we're going to go through the specs, and then later on we'll talk about its on-trail performance. Let's go through the specs. So, as I said, it is a Whyte 901 frame. It's a 2019 model. It's in a size medium. And then the forks are RockShox sectors with a Deben air spring. They are 130mm of travel and air. In the cockpit, we've got the 35mm Whyte stem and the 780mm Whyte alloy bars, and the brakes are TRP Slate T4s, 4-piston, and the gears, the drivetrain, is a SRAM NX drivetrain, 11-speed, not the Eagle version, but still very nice. The saddle is just a normal Whyte saddle, and the tyres are Maxxis. On the front it's a High Roller 2, are in plus size, so 2.8 front and rear. At the back we have a Recon, Maxxis Recon, again in 2.8, and the grips are, well, just the standard Whyte lock-on grips. The cranks are just SRAM NX cranks, and the pedals, I decided to buy some DMR V12 pedals. These are the magnesium ones, so very light. I also equipped it with a bottle cage. It's just a specialised bottle cage. Yeah, also has a Whyte dropper post. Yeah, that's about it really. It's just standard Whyte hubs and WTB rims in 35mm width. That's about it. Let's see what the on-trail performance is. So the on-trail performance, well, the frame is a very aggressive frame. I think it's got a 64.5 degree head angle. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I think that's what it is. Yeah, the forks are, as I said, air sprung, so adjustable, and 130mm. Not the most amount of travel, but still enough. Yeah, they're really plush and nice, quite soft feeling at the start, but they do ramp up quite well. So the forks are nice and good on the trail, good for the downhills, and not too much travel, not too bobby on the uphills. The cockpit, so the bars, as I said, 780mm bars, so very wide, feel really stable and on the bike, really good for cornering. The wider bars makes it a lot more stable. The stem, a very short stem, makes it quite aggressive, like further back on the bike, which is really good for the steep downhill kind of stuff. The brakes, TRP slates, as I said. They are, well, they're brakes really, they're hydraulic brakes, so very powerful. They're 4-piston, so that means they're even more powerful. They stop you quite well really. kind of what brakes do. Moving on, the drivetrain, as I said, SRAM NX, not the Eagle version but the 11 speed, so still very good. Shifts really smoothly, haven't really had too many problems. The only one thing is the derailleur one time loosened and nearly came off, but that's my fault for not bulk checking. I hadn't bulk checked it for ages, so don't worry. If you do bulk check your bikes often, which I do now, then you'll be absolutely fine. Also, the tyres, very grippy. Well, obviously, as they are plus size, give you lots of grip. The rear tyre, I think that's a great rear tyre, the Recon. It's not too grippy, so you can still slide around and stuff, but not too slippery so that the back wheel is sliding everywhere. However, the front is a little bit more grippier, some slightly bigger knobs on the tyres. But however, I would prefer a slightly bit more of grip on the front. I would maybe upgrade to like a little bit more downhill focused tyre. Even though it's 2.8, I'd like a lot of grip on the front. I don't like my front losing any traction really. Still great tyres though. The rims, they're nice, just standard WTB rims, not really much to say. If you're wondering why the back one is orange, it's because I did actually break the back one. Had to get a new whole wheel, and it's the new like 2020 version of the wheel, so that's why the stickers are orange. Yeah, the pedals, they are really grippy. You can see quite big pins in there, and very light as well, as they are magnesium. The cranks, they don't know quite what length they are, but they're cranks, they do the job really. Yeah, that's the on-trail performance. The bike's is actually really surprisingly good on the downhills, and really quick on the uphills. So if you're looking for an all-round great bike for not too much cost, this is a great option for you. Yeah. Right guys, I hope you enjoyed my review of the Whyte 901. It's a great bike if you don't want to spend too much money and you're looking for a great all-round bike. Obviously, if you want something a bit more downhill focused, you'll want something a bit more travel, but otherwise it's a great all-round bike for beginners to try stuff on. You don't even need to be a beginner, it's great for advanced riders as well. I hope you enjoyed my video. Make sure you subscribe. As I said before, my last video, over 70% of you weren't subscribed, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and like the video as well. Hit that thumbs up button, and I'll see you in the next one. Subscribe.